therefore warmly invite His Excellency Dr. Kwesile Nwodo, Commander of the Order of the Niger, to give us his remarks.
Thank you very much, Prof. First of all, let me just make my little contribution to the topic today. This topic is one that everybody knows is very close to my heart. For the simple reason that I believe that if the true leadership of our country will emerge, we must create a level playing ground for our primaries, and they must be transparent. This is why the son of a black man from Kenya can become president of the United States of America. This is why little-known Bill Clinton became governor of the state of Arkansas and later on president of America, and so on. Because the system of training up leadership in that country is transparent and has a place for meritocracy rather than mediocrity and what we have in our country, godfatherism, godmotherism, and cash and carry by the money bags. Now, I set out both as National Secretary and National Chairman because I have always believed that if we get internal democracy right, these true leaders will emerge. I tried to register our members on the computer as National Secretary so that anybody who wants to join the party can join the party. Unfortunately, our governors at that time felt that I was taking the party away from their grip, and they ganged up. Even after we registered the president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, and key leaders of the party at our conference where we launched the program, the governors managed to scuttle it. As national chairman, I came with even a more grandiose plan. Number one, we must have an authentic register of members. And it is that authentic register that will permit members of the party in their ward to participate in the primary elections. How did I try to do this? You only need to download the PDP membership form on your computer and fill your details. And anybody can do that for you if you are not computer literate. And our children are doing this for their school certs and everything. So most families have children who can do it for them. Now, if you fill that form and you're able to pay 100 naira every month, now that things are hard, you can bring it down to 50 naira or whatever. But then, once you fill that register and pay your money, your name will drop automatically in your ward register. 2, I had planned to give every member a membership card that at that time I did it was superior to the national ID card, almost 180 million people. If we do a conservative estimate of our membership, 10 million, and we are paying 100 naira every month, 1,200 naira in a year, we'll have 12 billion to run the party. The party will become financially independent and can do its business without the local government chairman or state governor or president or any politician hijacking the party. Now, that 10 billion was supposed to run a national office, the 6 zonal offices of the 6 geopolitical zones, the 36 states and Abuja, as well as 774 local governments, and then the ward executives. Money is disbursed only every 3 months to all these arms of the party as membership is coming in and money is coming in. So every 3 months, every arm of the party gets money to do what it is constitutionally required to do. I can tell you, this money is nothing compared to what the party raises during primary election. I'll give you an example. As national chairman, because I promised internal democracy, level playing ground, transparency, and all of that, we raised 12.8 billion from candidates who felt they had a chance to run and decided to participate in our primary. When I left office, I left 11.8 billion. 11 banks had 1 billion each. Unfortunately, this money, all that I planned to do with it, I just give you one example of what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to use it to guarantee all manufacturers in Nigeria, whether you manufacture candle, matchstick, beer, soft drink, motor car, whatever you manufacture. We established 774 warehouses in each local government in Nigeria. And any manufacturer who has his goods in that warehouse, people in that local government will not have to travel far to buy things for their shops. You reduce the transport costs. 2, they are buying at manufacturer's price. 3, the popularity that this was going to bring to PDP, that will reduce cost of goods and goods all over the country by traders collecting their goods in their local government. All they needed was to go to the bank, pay for whatever they wanted that was in the warehouse, come back to the warehouse with the receipt from the bank, and they are supplied whatever they have paid for. And we guaranteed this with this 11 billion that I had fixed in the banks. So it makes it will remove the middlemen, and the traders are buying. They all become distributors for whatever is in their warehouse. Now, all these things was to solidify the party, and the party members who man these warehouses in the 774 local governments are paid on the turnover that happens in those warehouses. So the whole idea was to create a party that was financially independent of anybody, because the man, the piper, who pays the piper calls the tune, and I wanted to make sure that we made the party financially independent. Now, so if we were able to do this, the situation would be a different situation today. No governor can hold the party to ransom, because you cannot be a member of the party unless the governor allows you to register in your ward. It's wrong. You should be able to join any party that you want. Now, so I prefer direct primary, where every member of the party in his ward elects the president, elects the governor, elects the senator, elects anybody that is going to carry the party flag. And it is more difficult to bribe everybody in Nigeria who is a member of PDP or a member of any political party in order to win a primary election. You have to be popular. You have to have a message. You have to be sellable for people to be able to go to their ward and vote for you. And collecting these results is the simplest thing. Today, I mean, what the banks are doing are awesome with ICT. Why can't we, in every ward, transmit the results in the wards electronically? As you are transmitting to the local government ward collation center, you are transmitting to the state local government collation center, to the state, to the national. Automatically, everybody is having the result that is happening in the ward. Very simple. So internal democracy, as far as elections are concerned, is a very big possibility. And the true leaders of this country will emerge, not leaders foisted on us by money bags, by stakeholders, by anybody whatsoever. You just have to be popular and let the party members elect you. Now, if every party can do this, every party will produce their first 11 who will go to general election with the first 11 from the other party, the first 11 from the other party, the first 11. And when Nigerians vote, they will never get a bad leader, because every party is bringing out the best that they have. We have to work hard on this internal democracy. It's so critical, if you understand it, for the emergence of the true leadership in our country who can take us to the next level. Now, I'll stop this far because of time, but let me take time to thank everybody who has participated in this conference. I thank the members because they were only invited for this just a few days ago. Why? My sister, Mrs. Azinge, and her husband, Professor Azinge, came up with this idea. And I said, no, there's no time. There's no time. I mean, we just have about 10 days to my birthday. We can't do this. They insisted that it was doable. They convinced my son, Ikenna. And Ikenna, with the help of his cousin, Ikem Isiche, and his other siblings, Adora, Junior, and Ikem Delim. They put this thing together with their friend who is a consultant managing the technical aspect. So I want to thank Professor Zinga and his wife, and then my children and their mother who have made this possible. I also want to see this opportunity to thank so many people. In fact, my phone started ringing by 7 a.m. this morning. One of the early callers was my boss, the former vice president, calling from Dubai, Atiku Abubakar, to wish me happy birthday. And I've had calls from various former governors who were my colleagues, various senators, and hundreds and thousands of admirers, cousins, well-wishers, and so on. So many of them took over adverts in the newspaper, like the governor of my state, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, and all others who were able to take newspaper adverts. I want to thank each and every one of you. This has been a very memorable occasion for me, for this topic to have been dealt with by my extremely close political associates who share the vision of a better Nigeria if we can get internal democracy right, at least one of the areas, critical areas of building a strong institution. By that I mean political parties. Very critical, found for democracy in any country. The political parties must be strong. The last thing I want to say on that matter is that if you do what I'm saying, you will begin to have parties with ideology. For example, I insisted when I was national chairman that every member of our party who wins a primary election must come to a seminar or a conference where we ask you and let you know what are the colors of PDP. How did we choose those colors? We chose them, they have meaning. Why did you choose the name People's Democratic Party? Out of 36 names, we chose that name. We had reason for that. What is in our constitution? What is in our manifesto? What are you going to use to campaign? And what are you going to deliver when you become elected? It is when we do this kind of thing that we develop parties with ideology. People join the party because this is what this party stands for. And I believe in what this party stands for. And I'm going to defend it when I get elected under the platform of that party. We have to get there. Things have to change. This thing is not just a market where people just use the party to buy a ticket to contest election and go into power to embezzle money. We have to change. We have to create parties with ideology. We have to organize for the best to come out of our parties, go to elections. And it reduces the cost of election, because once you have a good candidate elected by the party members, they have a responsibility to come out and vote and mobilize votes for that party, for that candidate. But when somebody is put in place by a godfather, that's the end of the story, because he knows only himself and the godfather. And if he satisfies his votes, he has done very well. And the needs of the society are completely ignored. So, Professor Azinge, thank you for moderating this conference. It's been extreme. I hope that thousands of my friends and admirers who registered and participated in this away. And may God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much.